Girlfriends, hello, hello. Welcome to Girlfriend's Guide to Homeschooling. This is our teaser talk. I have today with me Cordelia Spence. And if this is your first time joining me on YouTube, I'm Angela Jordan Perry. I'm the host of this platform, Girlfriend's Guide to Homeschooling, and also the podcast, which is the sister to this show here, is called Girlfriend's Chat with Angela Jordan Perry. And here we talk about all things homeschooling, but because we are real life people who homeschool, we also jump into some real transparent things in our journey of life as we homeschool, okay? So here I give voice to those who are of the African diaspora, Black people, brown and Black people, basically. People say, what is African diaspora? We're African descent, diaspora, the scattered ones. We're scattered all over. So my goal is, my purpose-driven life is to make a positive impact on thousands of homeschoolers worldwide, okay? And I start doing that here in South Carolina, giving families legal status to homeschool, but then also these platform is to highlight homeschoolers of the African diaspora all over the world, okay? So please get connected. I've been homeschooling 20 years, 8 children, 3 children. I graduated out of homeschooling, 5, I'm still homeschooling. A lot of resources, so be sure to read all the show notes so you can get connected, okay? Because we support each other. All right, so without further ado, so in our interview with Cordelia, this is Cordelia Spence out of New York. Say, hey, Cordelia.
Hey, girlfriends.
Yes, so listen, in our interview, which was beautiful and so empowering, I love it. We all love a success story. And Cordelia right here, this beautiful woman right here, she is a success story. You know, big capital S-U-S-S-E-S-S. Am I spelling right? No, S-U-C-C-E-S-S. Okay, success story. This is who she is, a huge success story. And but one of the things she mentioned in the interview was this topic of self-talk, and how important it is to have this self-talk together, deal with your self-talk dialogue. And so I want Cordelia, for you to expand on that a little bit more for the girlfriends. What does that look like? What is that? What does it do? I mean, just download to us the importance of having that self-talk straight and on point.
So the reason why I brought up self-talk is, personally, my experience has been the way that we speak to ourselves, the stories that we tell ourselves, which is like in our unconscious mind, that is what drives every action, every perception, every experience that we have is really driven by the stories that we have playing in the background. So the one way that I look at your self-talk is pretty much like your mindset, your set of thoughts, your set of beliefs of how you see yourself in the greater world.
Yeah.
And it's like almost like having your background music, like your theme music. That's how self-talk is, like your theme music, your background music, your mindset. And when you think about it like this, just to make it to a tangible example,
sure.
Like when you want to work out, you play certain music. When you want to relax, you play certain music. If you're cleaning, you play certain music. If you want to hang out with your girlfriends and you want to get lit, you play certain music.
Right.
So the music sets the tone, just like your self-talk sets the tone for everything that we do. So this is the thing. If we're constantly telling ourselves that we cannot do something, because that was my challenge, and I don't know if anyone else has had that challenge, but for me, my self-talk, when I was going through some challenging times, even leading up to it, I was constantly telling myself what I could not do. Or telling myself what I wasn't worthy of, or what I didn't deserve, or, oh, that's going to be super hard, or, people are going to think this, they're going to think that. I was building my life around stories that did not serve me.
Okay.
And stories are made up of words. So the way that we speak to ourselves, this is the tip that I want to share about that, because if we're thinking negatively, if we're thinking that we can't do something, whether you believe you can or you can't, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. So whatever you start to believe, whatever you say to yourself, that's what you're going to receive. So if you're outside life, that means your home, your relationships, your physical body, your homeschool, your career. If your outside life is reflecting what you don't want, I always say, start with the mirror. What are you saying to yourself? Because your outside life is a reflection of what's going on the inside.
Hey, I love it. That's true.
It's a reflection of your stories. It's a reflection of your mindset. It's a reflection of what you believe, right? So knowing that we're responsible, right? Because it's not anyone else. I know sometimes we're taught to believe someone's going to save us, someone else is going to change our life. No, we are responsible
Come on.
for the direction of our life. Therefore, when you realize that, you're going to talk to yourself different.
That's right.
Right?
Girl,
Talk to yourself
that.
different.
Come on. I say
You talk to yourself different.
Yeah.
Because you're saying, listen, I'm responsible for the outcome. So if I'm telling myself I can't, and I'm right about that,
that's right.
then all the things that I don't accomplish is my responsibility.
That's right.
I have to take ownership of that. So the first thing to do in order to really rectify and shift your self-talk into creating what you want so you can feel good about yourself, the first thing is to identify that story. Right? Because we can be so caught in what we're used to thinking and used to doing and used to saying, we don't even realize it. What we're the negative self-talk. So the first thing to do is to acknowledge it and to catch it. Yeah. And what I've done in the past to really help me when I was really, really deep into a lot of negative self-talk, like in a spiral, I started taking time and I wrote down basically the stories that I want for my life. So that came with statements or affirmations that would motivate me, that will make me feel good on the inside, that will make me feel, successful and accomplished and beautiful and loved and honored. So what I would do is, whenever I had a negative thought or whatever those negative stories were, I would write the opposite. I would write it down. So if I'm saying I can't do this and this and that because I'm a single mother, what's the opposite of that? Right? Because again, it's a story. So the great thing about a story is that you can change it. You're the narrator. You can change it.
Yes.
You can cross it out and write something different. So I would say, I can do such and such and such and such. Or I would say, I always start my day saying, today's a great day to have a great day. Yeah. Right? Because we can get up and be tired and say, oh, I have all of this stuff to do. What happens when you talk to yourself like that? You feel burdened down. You feel it. But if you start the day saying, today's a great day to have a great day.
Love it. Yeah.
Then guess what? You're going to find ways to have a great day.
It's true.
So the first part of turning that self-talk around is to identify and to have the opposite, have it ready. Like I'm talking about, have it, like if you got to carry it in a journal, if you got to put it on your phone as a screensaver, when those thoughts come up,
whip it out.
Here's the opposite. This is what I really want for my life. Right? And just talk to yourself that way. Talk to yourself the way you would talk to someone else that you love. If you want to tell someone else that you love that they're fat and that they're a mess and they can't accomplish anything, then don't say it to yourself.
That's right. That's good. That's good. That's good. So there you go. She's told you what it is, what it looks like, how to change it, and what you need to do to make it right. I love action steps. So friends, we are without excuse. This sister has laid it down very, very, very plainly. And if you follow those action steps, what's going to be the result, the ultimate result in which you were trying to get to. All right. So thank you, Cordelia. That was beautiful, very capsulized, boom, 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 to the point. Got the action steps. Listen to this again and again and again. And not only that, you need to go listen to Cordelia's, the interview that I've completed with Cordelia. Listen to that on the podcast, because if anyone can tell us about the self-talk that needs to change, that gets you to the ultimate outcome that you want, Cordelia is a picture of that, because she has demonstrated that in her life. And you want to hear a story, go over to the podcast and check out what she went through in these 9 years of homeschooling to get where she is today. This beautiful, strong Black mama homeschooling who's now giving back to others. All right, that's all I got to say. Go check it out. You're going to be encouraged and you're going to be empowered. All right, so Cordelia, thank you again for your wisdom and your insights. You are in the right, I want to say profession. You are doing the right things and where you are giving out, because you have a lot to give out, just because from of your own experience. So thank you. I appreciate you. All right.
Awesome.
Beautiful. All right, well, girlfriends, until next time, peace and love. This is Angela Jordan Perry with Girlfriends Guide to Homeschooling and Girlfriends Chat. All right, take care. Peace and love, everybody. Bye-bye. Thanks, Cordelia.
Bye, girlfriends. You're welcome. Thank you.